Ooh, we got 2 4-1 teams, y'all. All right, so they got Drew Bledsoe on the Ravens. Carl Pickens. Eddie George is the running back. Don't know who that is. That's an old school tight end. Will Anderson. Derek Thomas. Lawyer Malloy. Ray Lewis. Oh, this is going to be a game. Oh my gosh, this team is sick. Look at this line. Willie Rove. Damani Dawson. Tony Vaselli. If he got all that offense, though, his defense got to be doo-doo. Michael Strahan. In this Week 6 matchup, we have the Baltimore Ravens facing off against the St. Louis Rams at M&T Bank Stadium. Let's see who comes out in the win on this game. As we have Poe the Raven taking the field right now. Let's see if Ray Lewis does his celebration as we got our rookie Ray Lewis coming in, leading this defense. It is a defense to lead, I tell you what. This St. Louis Rams offense is pretty electric, as they have Troy Aikman and a bunch of other linemen, Herman Moore, Emmitt Smith. Right now, it looks like the St. Louis Rams will be returning the ball first as the Baltimore Ravens kick off. This is a CPU versus CPU matchup, so we are going to sim. As the Rams take ball first. As they come out in single back formation, Troy Aikman throws the pass into double coverage. And they come out, they run it with Emmitt Smith, and he's tackled down for a loss on that one by Alex Ambrose. Emmitt Smith is looking around like, where is my line at? We got all these big boys out here, but we don't have any holes opening up. The wide receiver Herman Moore, big wide receiver right there, big target. But he gets tackled down before they could get a first down. 4th and 7 for the Rams. I keep saying 49ers. That was a terrible last game that we had. 49-10. Sorry to bring that back up for anybody that's watching, but Drew Bledsoe takes the field, 24-year-old quarterback. He's 6'5", 238, and he has an arm on him. This is a battle-tested matchup. As the handoff is not clean, he launches it up, and it was almost, he underthrew it. Ravens come out in I form currently, and they pass out of it. And he tries to break away, but he could not. 3rd and 3 right here from the 49-yard line. And the D-line is trying to get to him, and he's sacked. Sean Gilbert. Michael Strahan was on cleanup. He was right there, hunting him down. And another punt comes back up. Looks like a fair catch. And look at the rushing stat leaders. Barry Sanders is up top, 671. Emmitt Smith right there in 2nd. We also had Marshall Faulk at 3rd with 505. A couple others featured up in there. Kurt Warner throws the ball away immediately because he felt the pressure. And them boys came screaming. In 3rd and 7, Troy Aikman taking the ball from the 22-yard line. Comes out on the pass, and he thinks he has his receiver, and he launches it over the top. Tries to take the top off. Herman Moore does catch it. 48-yard pass as he bombs that over the top. Beautiful dot. Teardrop, honestly. Troy Aikman sees the receiver. Herman Moore, he hits him. Down at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5.5. Come on to the pass. He's wide open. Toe taps for a touchdown. Talk about Eric Metcalf right there. Troy Aikman, all he had to do was put a little zip on it, and it was perfect. Look at that. Dives, feet taps. Beautiful. Almost a Cinderella story right there. And a pass fake. Hits his outside receiver. He breaks the tackle, but gets tackled shortly at the 50. And another quick pass. Drew Bledsoe is sending some dots out here. So right now, the St. Louis Rams lead 7-0 against the Baltimore Ravens. We had a nice toe drag swag by Eric Metcalf and Troy Aikman. As we switch side of the field, the Ravens take the ball from the 30-yard line. And with the pressure coming, he gets a chip block. And he gets the first down. What a block from that lineman right there. Pancake that fella. And he gets sacked on the next play. Sean Gilbert is coming through. 2 sacks on the day. Looks like there's 5 on the line. They run a stunt blitz. Tackled down at the 20-yard line by Rodney Harrison. So the Ravens have to settle for a field goal. And they get it. 7-3. Gets ready. He's in single back. He's calling a change in the formation. A little bit of motion. Ravens send 4. He has his receiver, Herman Moore, wide open. Herman Moore tries to get a jet pass. He gets about 1 yard on that. And he hits him again. This is the fourth catch on the drive. It's not enough. I'll tell you what, it might be enough for Herman Moore as he's getting those catches. Talk about a receiving payday right now. 4 catches right there consecutively. And they pass it. Herman Moore catches it again. This is his 5th catch on the drive. He has 7 catches for 180 yards today. And this time, this pass to Emmitt Smith breaks Herman Moore's catching streak, but there's also a penalty on Baltimore.
Personal foul,
roughing the passer. If they accept it, this technically keeps Herman Moore's catching streak alive. As we have Eric Metcalf taking a pass right here to the 6-yard line. As long as there's no turnover, they put points on the board. And there's a penalty on the Rams that negates this pass right here. Yeah, you got the touchdown, buddy, but there's a holding penalty. And he throws the pick, and it's a penalty on the Rams. We literally said if there wasn't an interception or a turnover. Oh, no. He did the unthinkable. As the running back, oh my gosh, he's breaking tackles. Eddie George is not trying to go down as he runs right there for his first rush of the day, 15 yards. Wow, 1st and 30. Back-to-back penalties killing his team. And they run it back. And another penalty! Oh my gosh, you don't normally see penalties like this. I tell you what, if this was a head-to-head Madden game, they would get kicked out. Your opponent has left the game is what the screen would say. As Eddie George is running crazy, I'd be angry too. What do you mean my lineman just held on 4 plays in a row? 4-yard gain. And Drew Bledsoe hits his receiver. No penalty stopping him this time. Ooh, and he got caught down. Simmons sacked him. They couldn't spike the ball fast enough. Oh my gosh, you can't take a sack right there. You have to try to get some points. Throw the ball away. He did not feel the pressure. Well, with no field goal right there, that makes the Rams the leaders at halftime, 7-3. There's 1 touchdown by Eric Metcalf. It looks like Herman Moore has 7 catches, 109 yards. Drew Bledsoe, 12 passes, 143 yards, no touchdowns. Troy Aikman got 160 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And Emmitt Smith only has 2 rushes for 7 yards. The Rams received the ball after halftime. A nice run as he's trying to return, and he gets the ball down to the 39. Drew Bledsoe's leading the league in QB rushing yards. Eddie George hits the outside. Not as fast as Barry Sanders, who we saw earlier, but he gets a good play. Tell you what, this is absolutely interesting right now. Eddie George is running, breaking tackles, doing all he can. Drew Bledsoe hits his tight end. He tried to truck his way in, down at the 1-yard line. His team came out firing right after this halftime. They said we should have scored. They did. This would make this at least a 10-point lead right now. Well, probably not 10-point lead, but a 9-point lead right now. And Eddie George is going crazy. Why is he going so fast? He's going crazy. Eddie George rushes in for the 1-yard rushing touchdown. Ravens lead by 3. Rams receive the kick return. Emmitt Smith, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. And he trucks the defender as he goes down at the 40-yard line. Herman Moore, 7 catches, 108 yards, and he had 5 catches on that last drive alone. Emmitt Smith, right through the middle. We have a good single back formation, another jet pass. Emmitt Smith, 1-yard gain. You know, the Ravens have a rookie linebacker, Ray Lewis, but we haven't seen him featured much on this field. As Emmitt Smith gets it, he runs it right in. And for some reason, they had more DBs and then they had linebackers on the field. Maybe if they put Ray Lewis out there, they'd be able to stop him. Emmitt Smith walks in for a touchdown. Rams now lead 13-10. So Eddie George, 107 rushing attempts, 510 yards, and 6 touchdowns on the year. 2nd and 20. Goes to another tight end, Pollard. He gains 8. Drew Bledsoe, 3 running backs in the backfield. 3rd and 12. Surprisingly enough, they might pass out of this. And he gets somebody open. How? Look at the formation. You just don't let up passes in a formation like that. They would fail heavy on the play action. But you just don't normally let up passes from an offense come out in that formation. Ravens with first down hopes alive. 1st and 10 from the 43. Take the ball out of shotgun. Play action. Swing it back to Eddie George. Eddie George at the 50. Eddie George at the 45. Eddie George spins off a defender, Michael Strahan to be exact. Take it down at the 42-yard line. And do another drop back. Play action. Hits his receiver up. Gains a good 15 yards on that catch. 3rd and 6 from the 23. And he hits another receiver. They will take it. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Eddie George runs it right through the middle. Dives right past Rodney Harrison for the touchdown. Baltimore Ravens come out, and he does it again. Oh my gosh, look at them feet. Look at them feet. Troy Aikman, on the day, he's doing pretty good. 14 to 17 for 100 yards. Legendary running back. As Emmitt Smith tries to take an outside veer, and that gets tackled for a loss. Oh, it looks like that's Ray Lewis. What is he doing with number 43 on? And that's his 8th catch of the day. And Troy Aikman runs a QB draw. He gets popped at the 46-yard line. I guess you want a quarterback like that. Someone that's ballsy, not scared to take a hit. And he throws it, hits up his wide receiver, puts it right on the money, and that leads to a 1st down. They're in striking range. This is field goal range right here, I believe. They just don't need to lose yardage as they run it with Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith tries to run it again, gets tackled. They end up giving Emmitt Smith a breather. Put it in the backup receiver, and he interception. Don't let it go for 6. You cannot. Oh my gosh. The Rams threw an interception with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Oh wow. Troy Aikman, what a mistake. What a mistake. Picked off by Carter. Troy Aikman might have sold this game. Let's see if the defense can help him out. And Eddie George runs the ball, breaks off one tackle, gets it down, 2nd and inches. And he gets the 1st down. And 1st and 10 from the 48. Can they stop Eddie George? As you know, they're running with him. He still tries to break tackles as he gains 1 yard. 2nd and 9. They run a read option. Drew Bledsoe says he'll take it himself. Trips left. They come out in a passing formation, and they... Oh! He had the 1st down, but a holding penalty is going to bring that back. This brings some little spice into the game right now, because now it's 3rd and 14. They had the 1st down, but a holding penalty brought them back 10 yards. That probably just saved the defense as Eddie George gets the ball. He gets the 1st down. No way. No way. The Rams had a stop. All they needed to do was tackle him and take the ball from a punt. Instead, Eddie George ices the game. He says, bring this home to me. Oh my gosh. What a run by Eddie George. Wow. So the Baltimore Ravens come out on top. Wow, what a game by Eddie George. What a game by Emmitt Smith. These running backs carried this team. Unfortunately, Eddie George carried his team the most as he literally ran a 15-yard run after a bad penalty.